Hey, how's it going, everybody? It's me, ScottDog. Thank you very much for joining us. As you can see, we're back. We're playing some more F1 Manager 2023. We're in real mess. We've got 980k in the bank. We've got a car that's more or less falling apart. Look at our side pods, 57%, and we've barely got any others we can stick on. But I don't think we can manufacture anymore. I think we're going to have to kind of hold our horses and just see if we can get through some races without writing off our car, which has happened quite a few times, and then we'll figure out where we go from there, because at the moment we're in serious trouble. We need to get this number up, and then we can think about manufacturing slowly over time and so on and so forth. I think that's the only thing we can do. We've improved our car. I think we're going to move towards research now, because this first season, I don't know the benefit of research versus design. We're researching the underfloor. We didn't put a lot of time into it. I think there's a real benefit to having like smaller numbers of engineers on projects, because they learn more, I think. But I think this is us going for it. I think we're going to go straight into it. We need to pick a training schedule. I'm quite happy to leave you doing this, although we haven't made any progress. I think we're going to leave you doing that. Okay. We're not in great shape. Morale is kind of average across the board. We've got Miami coming up. This is our first actual racecourse race, right? Everything else has been a street race, I think. I'm not sure about Saudi Arabia. Is that a street race, or is it kind of just a night race? I'm not sure. But hopefully a little bit of room. Did we race in Australia last time? I can't remember. That might be complete rubbish that I've just told you. Front wing has been manufactured. We're off to race day. We're gonna go into this with whatever parts we've got. I just don't know. We have managed another underfloor, which is quite nice. We probably need some side pods and all the rest of those things. Race performance. We're going to guarantee that we finish in 14th place. We need the money, right? I hope this isn't a sprint, because if it is, we've got problems. I don't think... Do we put a guaranteed position? Let's put a guaranteed... Oops. Let's put a guaranteed position again of 14th. It's just some money, right? We need the money. It's only like 500 grand, but that could be huge. Okay. That's what we're doing. To the race weekend we go. We've got £1 million in the bank. That's nice. We've got a little bit more, but hopefully we can come back with sort of 5 million, and it gives us some decisions to make. Whereas at the moment, the only decision is don't waste the money. But if we write off a car in practice, we're possibly not getting that car out next or in the actual race. So it's a bit of a concern.
In Miami, as F1 returns to the Magic City. Miami Gardens is transformed into the Miami International Autodrome, built here especially for the Grand Prix. It's a thrilling street circuit where one wrong move can end in disaster, but for those who can conquer its literal ups and downs, victory is all the sweeter. Spectacle is the name of the game here in Miami, with a stadium at the heart of this track. With long straights and S-bends, not unlike Suzuka's Sector 1, proper ERS management is sure to give drivers an edge towards victory.
Red Bull have outscored their rivals to be at the top of the constructors' table right now. There are still plenty of rounds left to fight for that title, though.
So then, time to get back to the action.
Did they just say this is a street circuit? I just assumed this was a pre-designed track. I didn't realise it was street as well. Okay, fair enough. No sprint. That's nice to see, right? We've got 3 practice sessions and no sprint. We probably should just check our car parts. We're on the 66% engine, the 43% ERS, and the 79% gearbox. That's fine. Car setup, we can change these. Just tweak these a little bit. Run plan, we can go 18 laps. I think we're good on that one. Car parts, we'll check these as well. 76% engine. There's not a lot in it, in all honesty. 66% ERS, and our gearbox is 78%. That's fine. Okay, and then we can tweak these. So we'll come this way with this one, I guess. Okay, and we'll just bump you up to 18 laps as well, just in case it's not enough to get the full knowledge. Let's get going. I did say we're going to cut out these from practice, so we'll put a pause in here and we'll be back after practice session 1.
Okay.
So we have a bit of bad news. It's literally just happened in practice session
This
1.
happened as they arrived at turn 12. Just flies into that
I mean, you were literally driving really slowly, Albon. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, we can send out Sergeant. There you go. We need to fix our rear wing. Have we got a spare rear wing? Does anyone know? Okay, good. Good. Thanks for that, buddy. The one thing I said we couldn't do was crash. Somehow we've managed to well and truly crash. Thankfully, it was only the rear wing, it looked like. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah, we're not particularly great at this moment in time. Things are pretty poor. It's taken a very long time to fix the rear wing. And Sergeant is very slow. Okay, well, look, we'll put a pause back in here and we'll be back with practice session 2 as long as we have no more accidents. Okay, so we are back. It didn't go very well. Albon didn't get round the second time. Sergeant is back out, although he did do pretty well, I think, the first time around with his knowledge of his car. But we're not great. We've got parts missing. We're going to need a new chassis. Have I got a new chassis? There we go. There goes another one. We got suspension missing. Did he crash again? Did you crash again? We're in serious trouble. What are we meant to do here other than not go out for the runs? Maybe that's what we do. Maybe just stay in the pit.
Okay, should be green now. How's the balance? It's okay. Copy that.
Okay, we can call you back in literally straight away. Love that. Okay. They're not amazing, but not terrible. Maybe something like that, and we'll just see how we do. What you want? You're on mediums. That's fine. Please don't crash the car, boys. I just need a run where we don't crash the car. I don't know, there's a car right behind us. Oh no. Oh no, don't crash. Okay, we're kind of where we're expected to be, right? In the middle of the pack. Let's have a look at tyres. I presume everyone is on mediums or softs to a point. Say middle of the pack, we just disappeared. Quite a lot down there, but fair enough. I mean, yeah, look at the other lap times there. Kind of as expected, right? Sergeant is almost there with some feedback, and then we can bring him in and tweak the car. Any second now.
Feedback from you. Car is good.
Car is good. Love that. Let's see if we can make it better than good, shall we? Okay, so just that bottom one really needs a tweak. Problem is that's one of the hardest ones to move, right? Okay, let's see how that goes. How are your tyres looking? 67. They're all right, right? They're fine. For a few laps. 4 or 5 feedback over here for Albon. I'm a little bit worried about this. You know, we're getting to grips with our car parts, although they keep changing because we keep crashing. I'm a little bit worried about our track knowledge.
How does it feel?
Great.
Feels pretty good.
Feels great.
Copy.
Okay, so we can still tweak a little bit. Oh, that's a pain. Okay, maybe we go there. I'm not sure we're going to be optimal anymore there, unfortunately. But that one changes it too much. Okay, well, I guess we'll go the other side of that one just to see. And everything else, I think we're good. Tyres? Do you need new tyres? We'll send you out on these for a second, and then we'll maybe let you do the last stint of this on softs. Show us one run wide. I'm waiting for that big gap. There we go. There we go. Love that big gap. Tyres aren't amazing, but our one's being overtaken by Gasly, maybe? Magnussen, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Okay, Sargent's up to 4 or 5. Love that. He's heading to the garage. We didn't get all of them. Damn it. Okay. Put you on some softs, and the run plan we'll put down to like 8 laps, right? See what Sargent can do on softs. A 133. And then a 134. Okay, we're down to 32% tyres. Okay, thank God for that. In you come.
Okay, check a flag.
Okay, end of the race, and Albon is in, and Sargent is still going. Okay, still not particularly quick, but this is our last run, right? We're at 98% and 92%. That's fantastic. Let's go on to day 2 then. Car setup. I think we just leave as is, right? We don't need to do anything else with you. We'll send you out on softs. Oops. And we'll send you out for like 8 laps. Okay, what about you? Do we want to tweak it? I mean, we could try and change traction down here a little bit. But that moves everything else out quite a lot. Let's put it all back in. – Okay, I guess we just go with that, right? Put you on some softs. Oh, you didn't go out on the mediums. Oh, you had an extra set. Okay, we'll put you out on some softs. I think we're good to go, right? Here we go. Last practice session. Okay, let's see how we do lap time wise this time. Okay, I mean, we're the quickest of the things that have been out there. Now here come everybody else. Do we want to send you back out? I don't know if we do. I think we just... Oh, no, we do. Hold on. No, it was your car we changed. We probably don't want to send you back out, right? I think... Well, we'll maybe send you out for a little dash. But we're really more intrigued by your feedback. I guess we keep you on those tyres and just send you back out for a bit. Look, we've got to be happy with this, right? Whoops, forgot to send you out. Come on, Sergeant, get some laps in. We just want this feedback. You're coming in. We're not going to send you back out. That's fine. We'll put you on these softs, but you're not going anywhere. And then 4 of 5 feedback over here. Part knowledge, 97%. Love that. Come on, please get the feedback before you come in. There we go.
Feedback on limitation.
Satisfaction, great.
Understood.
In you come. Okay, we were 92. Now we're bad. We want to revert, right? Okay, I think we stay where we are, and that's the end of our practice sessions. We're going to have to see this one out. We'll put a pause in here because we're not going to crash. That's great news, and we'll be back with qualifying. Okay, practice 3 is done. We're off to qualifying. And we did pretty well. We got 9th and 12th. That's kind of where we should be, right? Whether we can do that in a race is obviously slightly different. We've got 98% and 97% gives us really high confidence going into this. Hopefully we can use that to finish some races.
Will practice pay off for the drivers? Well, we're about to find out in qualifying.
Remember, we lose the slowest 5 drivers at the end of Q1, another 5 at the end of Q2, and Q3 will set the top 10 positions.
Esteban Ocon there, Karun. What's the feeling around him at the moment?
Looking at the lap times, we saw a real lack of pace from them in practice. They never looked quite comfortable with the setup, and they'll need to try something new for qualifying if they want to get past Q1.
Strap yourselves in. This is Formula One.
This is Formula One, people. We're about to qualify. Come on, boys. We need something good here. Cloudy in qualifying today. We're obviously going with all of this stuff. We just need to change our engines and stuff, right? We'll go for the 81% over here. We'll go for the 40% ERS. Costs 2.5 million for a new part. For God's sake, boys. Stop crashing the cars. Okay, and then the 89% engine over here. Great. I wonder if everyone else is having the same problem. Okay. Engine, 85%. Love that. ERS. Well, I guess we go 68%. Not that it really matters. And gearbox 91%. Okay, good. That's us done, right? Hold on. What was that I was just looking at? Was that? No, that was just that. Not installed. Okay, good. We're ready to go. Let's get going into qualifying. We need a performance, right? We need near the top 10. Let's get you out there.
Green light, green light. So we need to be working on the tyres. Yeah, copy.
Okay, here we go. The boys are out. The boys are out. Let's get Auburn back round. And then we'll jump on board. Here we go. We missed the first couple of corners. I apologise for that. Okay, it's like we barely accelerated around any of that part. And then this long straight. Get out of the way. I was watching the wrong car, was I? Oh no, now round. Hold on, I'm on board with Sergeant. I see. Sorry, I was like, I don't know what's happening here, but let's see how Auburn does. Now we're coming down the main straight.
Copy that, we'll check it.
We can't do anything about it. It's going to cost us too much money.
Run switch delta.
131. We'll take that. That feels good.
Yeah.
Sergeant, what you got for us? Perez did a 129. We're a second slower. Okay, not horrendous, but not fantastic, right?
Negative if you can. Slow on the inlet. Copy, copy.
Okay, so we need to put you on more softs, I guess. And we'll put you on some new softs. And now we wait, right? We haven't had any rain so far. We are sliding down this list. I thought we did all right, but apparently not. Okay, off we go. Come on, boys.
This is checker flag.
Coming around the last couple of corners. We haven't gone quicker from the looks of things. Sergeant may well have done. But Albon moves up one place. Come on, Sergeant. Come on, Sergeant. We wanted to be around here. This is rubbish. Don't go out in the first round. Come on. Oh, no. That's bad news. That is bad news. One person goes quicker than us and we slip down. I think maybe they've all... Magnussen. I think we're all right. I think we eked through by the skin of our teeth. Look at that. Okay. Okay, qualifying 2 we're in. I guess we go on the rubbish tyres, right? Okay. So that's you and the rubbish tyres over here. And off we go. We're going for another qualifying session. We're going to go out early once again. Okay, off we go. Oh no. Oh no, on board with Albon. Let's do the old visor cam, shall we?
Yeah. Go push.
We've got people to get past. Unfortunately, it's Ocon. Out of the way, Ocon, we're coming through. Nice. You might hold Sargent up at these corners, which is going to be a pain, but... I say some of this with this camera is so good. I think by far the best addition to this game. You know what we've been ignoring, and we probably shouldn't have done based on how things have gone, is durability of parts. We've kind of completely ignored it. Gone middle of the road. I think based on either how often we crash, or how much we're going to spend on parts. We either need to boost the durability up really high, or we need to get rid of it entirely, knowing that we're going to just get through parts.
Negative. Cool the engine. Copy.
There we go, coming across the line. I still find that a bit weird.
So close to 0 but negative.
So Sargent was quicker, look at that.
Copy.
I guess it could be to do with the ERS, to be fair. Okay, I guess we put you on these. I want to save those. I don't really understand the whole compound thing, because like these ones we're sending back. So that just leaves us with these ones, so. And then we wait for that final run out, right? Sargent is in there by the skin of his teeth. We do have Alonso still to go. Here we go. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Don't let us down. Albon's gone yellows in both. Sargent has gone quicker. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. 15th and 13th. At least we achieved our goal, right? I feel like that went a bit awry towards the end. Bit disappointing. But that is what it is, right? We need to figure out our strategies because it's race day.
It's race day, and final preparations are underway.
The Miami Grand Prix arrived onto the calendar in 2022 with much fanfare, and F1 history is still very much being written here. Drivers have to take chances around the street circuit and hope those chances turn into victory. A sunny day here with only a few clouds in the sky. If things stay this way, the weather shouldn't pose any challenges to the teams.
The Autodrome is ready for some serious action today here at the Miami Grand Prix.
Well, well, well. We are expecting clear skies today. And a penalty was issued to you. Why? What did we do? What did we do? This really annoys me. Really annoys me. I don't want to order one for 2.5 million though. Okay. We need to pick a strategy. I mean, in theory, this one is quicker. But okay, we're going to go this one with you. And then I don't normally we like to change these up, right? But I think we're going to go maybe this for you. You just hang on in there. Pretty standard stuff. Can't believe it's going to cost us 2.5 mil to change that. I think we just hang out with it. So we've got confidence boost over here. Not as much as we had over here. Disappointing, but please tell me this hasn't affected our... Oh no, we're still at 14th. So even if we didn't do it, we still get the bump up, which is nice. Okay, are we ready for this, everybody? We're going 2 stopper for Albon. We're going 1 stopper for Sargent. Okay, now we're ready. Let's go. We need a clean race. I don't care about anything else. We need a clean race.
57 laps await our competitors here in Miami, so may the best driver win. De Vries getting settled and readying himself for the race.
For P17, you know, they could try and be clever here, and then who knows what they could manage.
But just what will happen here, your guess is as good as mine. Here we go with the Miami Grand Prix. And it's lights out.
Here we go.
And away we go.
Come on, boys. At the back of the grid. We're looking for something. I will enable you to use this when you need it.
Okay,
Congratulations.
happy to use
Hey, up into 13th. Love that. Squeezing past the McLaren. Can Sargent do the same? That's the question. Let's have a little look at strategies here. Most people on softs, only Sargent on the hards, so we might feel the pain a little bit there. But I think that's fine. I am really worried that we're going to be racing in old bangers by the end of the season. We'll be on the starting grid in like a Volvo. But what can you do? I'm also worried about the price cap. Hope that we don't go over budget. We have to tighten the purse strings a little bit. Hey, lap 1 is in the bag. Doesn't look like Sargent is making much progress, but we're all bunched up a little bit. And we obviously know it's DRS where the real difference is made. Sargent is over a second behind. He is on hard tyres as well, to be fair. In which case, I think we move you down to stand and we start reserving those tyres. Because I guess if we can go deep into this race, we could potentially... Let's just have a little look. If we were to edit your strategy, come up with a new one, is there any world where we get softs into the mix that feels good? I mean, maybe. Right, there is a definite maybe about getting this worn and then going on to that. Let's create strategy B. Just so it's in the bag. We'll see how we're looking when we get here. A little bit worried about the drop off of those tyres though. And we keep pushing with Albon. I appreciate this is going to let these guys get away because we're going to be over a second away. Just going to put it on neutral. Does neutral mean that we're not using it at all? I guess it's that we're not using it at all, right? So we should leave it on deployed.
Yeah, deployed. Understood.
Okay. Right up the tailpipe of the Alpine.
DRS.
And DRS is enabled.
16.
Oh, we're trying to push the Alpine. Not quite. Not quite. If we can stay in contention, I know we're still pushing the fuel and everything. If we can stay in contention, I guess I'm going to have to drop off on the tyres, right?
Back off now.
Yeah,
I don't know how much fuel we can lose. I'm sure we can go deeper into our fuel reserves,
yep, copy.
but now we're really touching. We can push against them, right? We've both got DRS, but hopefully ours is better than theirs. And hopefully we can really make it count down this straight. As long as we're within range.
Need to focus on getting the pack up.
Sergeant has lost a place. And we are not close enough to try the overtake. I guess we need this to develop a little bit deeper, right? So they're over a second away.
No energy.
Yeah.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yes, copy.
Okay,
Let's try and build this back up.
Copy.
I think we progress, right? I don't think there's much for us to do right now. Albon in 14th. We've been overtaken by Norris. And now we're about to be overtaken by...
You okay?
What happened? Not
Yeah,
again. What have you done now?
Here we are then at the 11th corner. With not much room to move. And oh, that's obviously far from
What the
intentional.
heck?
But there was contact.
Use energy.
It didn't look like we lost anything. We got the penalty. Oh, for God's sake, Albon. He's really... I think he's trying to bankrupt us. In all honesty. I think he is genuinely trying to put us out of business. Can we get past this Haas? Oh, this AlphaTauri. We can. Nice. Okay. We're back in... maybe we're not. We're back in contention with the McLarens. Sergeant, how are you getting on? You're not really. You managed to hold up Alfa Romeo. Okay. A bloody time penalty. And look at the impact it had on our tyres, you buffoon. He does my nutting. This is not looking like it's shaping up to be the greatest race, is it? We are battling the McLaren, though. We had DRS. We didn't get past them. We're going to hopefully have more when we come into this next long straight. And we can use the ERS as well. If we've got any left by the time we get there. Here we go. Stay close to him. Stay close to him. There's the flap open. Going the long way round. And we make it work. Love that. Don't crash into me again, you two.
No energy.
Copy.
We need to focus on the energy now.
Yep, copy.
6 seconds behind Norris. Not ideal. And we've got a 5-second penalty. which is going to put us last. And we need to come in for our tyres early. Oh, man. This is a right mess. Good old Sergeant. He's just plodding along, doing his thing. Trying to take on Hulkenberg. Okay, we speed up a little bit. We're going to have to keep an eye on these tyres.
Energy's good.
Yes, copy.
Used energy.
Yes, okay.
Can use the overtake.
Copy.
8 seconds behind.
Check the DRS.
Copy that.
Oh my lord. 3 wide coming down the main straight. We're going to... Oh my god. How did Piastri stay in the lead there, and how did we come out the back again? Sergeant, come on. Tyres. Tyres are a problem, a big problem. Okay, if we were to have to do something with your strategy because you wrecked the car again, what if we went to hards? About here? Don't think mediums are going to cut it, right? Yeah, there's too much. I mean, we could come back just a little bit. Where we hung on for another couple of laps. Okay, I think we're moving to this one just because of the state we're in.
Keep pushing.
Come on, Sergeant, you got this. I know you have. Okay, let's speed this up. We'll keep an eye on this.
No energy.
Yep.
Focus on bringing the pack back up.
Yes.
Wrong one. Oh, for goodness sake. What are you
At
doing?
this point, and the rear just lets go. Oh dear.
I hate you, Albon.
Don't want to be doing that.
Where are we now? Still 15th. Okay, we're going in. And we're going on to the hards? No, we're going on to the mediums.
Box, box.
You really suck. Okay.
Box, box.
The good news is that you're just playing it out. We're the first on the pit stop thing. Nice. If we get anything out of this, it's going to be an absolute miracle. Okay. We're 18 seconds behind Joe after our pit stop. Hopefully we can use Piastri to close that gap. They are pitting as well. Okay. Okay. But I presume you're having one pit stop to the end of the race. Presume you're now on hards, right? Oh no, you're on softs. Interesting. Okay. We're now last. By quite some distance. Ocon, what are you actually doing today?
This was at turn 1. And there's the lockup.
Oh my
What
god, are
caused
you
that, I
drunk?
wonder?
Are our tyres shot to bits again? No. Are you actually drunk?
No energy bottom of the pack. Copy.
I think he might be the worst driver ever. Somehow we got past Joe, I don't know how. We're 9 seconds behind 18th place. What are you lot doing?
We can start reducing lift and coast.
Copy.
Bottas had a pit stop issue. That was only going to help us, right? Hulkenberg overtakes
good.
Sargent. Ouch.
Yes.
Use energy.
Yep, copy.
Albon and Joe fighting back. Okay, we're almost caught up with Piastri. Sargent is slipping down the order some more. Oh, our tyres have fallen off, look.
Yep, got it.
I'm pretty sure our tyres are falling off something chronic. Why are they below the line? Oh no. Okay. So that's bad news. What if we... Look at what we were hoping they would last all the way up to here, look. What if we added a new one? What if we went softs, like literally next lap? I mean, mediums could get us there, but they could also be in a real bad way. What if we went 2 softs? Okay, this is what we're going with. I don't think it's useful, but this is what we're going with. This is where we end up. We're having a nightmare at the moment. Absolute nightmare. Okay, we did overtake the McLaren, which is nice.
We are boxing this lap.
We're about to be overtaken again, though.
Yeah, box.
We can just focus on charging the pack.
Yes.
Don't you hit me again.
Let's use up the overtake.
Copy.
Okay. Sargent is in. Sargent is out. Just in front of Bottas.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Copy.
You've got energy.
Yes, copy.
Okay.
Trying to defend these positions.
Head down.
And learn how to drive.
Low on pack.
Copy.
Come on, boys. We're cutting the gap down to Hulkenberg. We were cutting the gap down to Hulkenberg.
Copy.
Now we're not. Now it's getting back up, I think. Okay. We're 20 seconds behind. Hold on, Hulkenberg's in the pit. We're still 9 seconds behind. And Albon's about to go last, right? Hold on, why isn't this telling me this is the ideal pit lap? Oh, come on!
Safety car. Positive on the Delta.
Now there's a safety car.
Let's concentrate keeping tyre temp.
If we were to change to... Oh, hold on. Let's just pause this for a second. If we were to change again to... going to get us to the end, right? I think it's the only choice we've got. I mean, I assume everyone else is going to do the same, but... Okay, this is the worst. Literally just pit before a safety car. Everyone's pitting. Pit stop issue, lovely. Can you let us unlap, please? That'd be lovely.
Use energy now.
Okay.
Okay. This is us, right? This is us having an absolute awful race, but somehow we're in 15th and 16th. I'd love it if we could unlap ourselves. Any chance of that happening? Doesn't look like it. Lapped cars may overtake. Here we go. Come on, boys. We need to get to the back of that pack before the safety car comes in. Damn it.
Safety car in this lap.
That is not what we wanted. It really isn't what we wanted.
No saving required.
Copy.
That's a real disappointment. I mean, there is no way we're closing that gap, right? Ten laps to go. Did you just... Oh,
Okay, understood.
what did you do?
Now we can see what happened. Things were going smoothly. And that's it. That's the spin.
Bloody sergeant now. What? They're the worst. Come on, boys. Eight seconds to get to De Vries for Ocon. Oh, sorry, for Albon.
Okay, we are low in the pack.
Copy.
No more energy for now.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can see Piastri go past us, right? Because of DRS. And then hopefully we see it the other way.
Charge is good.
Yeah.
Yep, we hear you. Okay, we're back in front. Still 8 seconds. There's no way we're catching De Vries. Let's push the tyres a little bit more. The battle go. Oh no.
Red flag.
Who's crashed this time?
Here we are down at turn 7. And that's the moment the car plows into the wall. And that's one surefire way
What
to
the hell is going on? What is wrong with you lot? Why do you keep crashing the car? Oh. I mean, what tyres are we on? We may as well put these ones on, right? For God's sake. I mean, we're starting from the pit lane. Are we starting from the
Not for
grid?
the first time today.
We are.
The
Interesting.
drivers are lined up, awaiting the lights.
This is a chance to make up a place. Come on, boys.
And away we go.
Push now.
This is a chance to make up a place. Come on, we're 15th. We're 14th. We're behind 2 Hassas, potentially. Oh no, it's 1 Hass and a AlphaTauri, is it? Come on. Get past Hulkenberg. Come on, please. Our tyres are worse than everybody else's. That's bad news. It's a straight up sprint. And our ERS is crap. This sucks so bad. Oh, we're trying to make a move. Squeezing up the inside. Oh, that's the wrong button. Hold on. We are in 13th. Now, can we make that McLaren pay? I'm guessing not, but can you imagine? There's no DRS for these last 2 laps. Just us versus them. Come on, Albon. You need to make this up to us. You've been terrible all race. Sargent has crashed the damn car again. I don't think we're going to be able to afford to put a new car out. Come on, Sargent. We got 1 straight coming up. Are we deployed? We are. Come on, Sargent. Please. One last straight and a couple of corners to go. No chance. No chance. Absolutely no chance. Around the last 2 corners.
Over the finish
And
line, and today's winner.
we are done.
Let's check a flag. P13. It was a tough day.
You're not wrong, it was a tough day.
Okay. Roger, boys.
Bloody 5-second penalties. More parts down the toilet. These people.
Dear oh dear, what a disaster of a drive for Logan Sargent.
You're not wrong.
They'll be very disappointed to have had their race end.
This could be the shortest
No
career mode
driver
ever.
wants that to happen, but now they just have to look forward.
Well, Max Verstappen can add yet
We don't need to see this. Okay. I mean, that is disappointing, right? We're nowhere near on the drivers. We're 8th in the constructors. How about the old pit stops? We're not looking great. Okay. We did get £3.3 million. That's nice. It's better than nothing, right? So we got 4 mil in the bank, but this is the real problem. We have, that was our last chassis, I think. Is that right? Yeah. Let's just have a quick look at this. 7 rear wings. We've got 1 side pod. Okay, suspension is missing. You could go back to this one. I mean, there's no real difference in it. I guess we could manufacture some new suspension. We did it normal. It's going to take 11 days. Our next race is in 11 days. First part is in 8 days. I don't think we've got any choice but to do it, right? It costs 1.2 mil. What about chassis? What are we going to do about those? It's going to cost 2 mil. No, it's going to cost 1 mil. And we'll have the first one in 10 days. At least we'll have a spare, right? I don't think we've got any choice but to do that. We've got a problem with all of our car parts. I mean, you just can't keep crashing the car, boys. That's the simple answer. Oh my lord. How much is getting a new one? Hello? How much is getting a new ERS? Can I not? Is that it? We're just done with this one until we're done? I don't think I can get a new one. New car part, 2.5 mil. We can't afford it. We genuinely can't afford it. Responses require. Some of the short-term investment, I believe, can temporarily boost the effectiveness of our design centre and to increase the number of engineers or staff and the number of design projects. Only sustainable in the short term, and the spending will come out of the cost cap, but this could give us great competitive edge. We can't do it. As much as I would want to do it, we can't do it, right? Effectiveness is 50% over the next 60 days. That's huge. But we just can't afford to do it. I hate the fact that I'm going to have to do this. Man, we suck. As a team, we really suck. No problem, I understand. You can't take the risk of spending. This is my concern, this here. So we currently are projected to spend 74 mil, which will be 10 mil over our price cap. So we just need to tighten the strings. Which means we're driving in a crap car, really. I think we have to save the money to get enough to buy new ERS, because that's going to affect us and potentially results. But this is a real nightmare. We've got another race here. We're going to get sponsor day. Maybe bring us some money in. Who knows? Another one here. And our suspension and that is complete over here. And then we're at Imola and then Monaco. We're going to put cut in here. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the like button, subscribe button, follow us on Twitter at ScottDogGaming. If you are enjoying the series, please let me know in the comments. It really helps the video grow, or leave a like on the video. If you want to support the channel, check out the YouTube members or Patreon page where we do upload unique content. Thank you so much. See you again soon.